Hello and welcome back to 1001 Beers You Must Try Before You Die. I have a beer here from Indonesia. It's the only beer from Indonesia in the book. I must say I'm not really excited about having it. I found this on the shelf in Morrison's. It's first brewed in 1930 and it is Bintang. You might have seen it knocking about. I haven't seen it before, but it is a lager. It's not, it probably isn't that exciting. But who knows? I might like it. Only bottle I get was this huge one, which is 750 ml or something. So I'll see how I do with this. I might have thrown it away, but anyway, shouldn't be too offensive. So looking at design first of all, looks like a very standard kind of lager bottle with this nice big star here. It's slightly communist influence. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, not much else to say. So, tasting notes: light golden colour, has a fresh malty aroma that gives way to hoppy bitterness. A light head quickly forms, which then disappears. Okay, a satisfyingly dry finish at the end of the palate. Okay, I'm a bit sceptical about this, but let's give it a go. Okay, I'm seeing quite a lot of fizz. Got a nice bottle here from, not bottle, glass here from Twyford Beer Festival. Okay, it's very light, very, very lagery. Hard to tell in the green bottle. I'll just put myself about that much. I'll leave the rest in the bottle for now. Well, the bottle isn't as bad as I thought. Anyway, so let's look at through. It says about light head which disappears. It is going down quite rapidly, so let it just sit for a minute. It says that Bintang is Indonesia's favourite beer, most popular beer, but none of the ingredients are actually from Indonesia other than the water. It says malted hops come from Australia and Europe, while the yeast is from the Netherlands. Even though Indonesia is an Islamic country, beer is available in most cities, towns and tourist areas, although less than 3% of Indonesians drink alcohol. It says Bintang is an unassuming beer that goes well with simple foods. Oh, by the way, this is 4.8%. I didn't actually say that, although the export version is 4.7, but that's not split hairs. It says the success of Bintangs, it will work at most things, or the pairing may not be inspirational. Well, they're really selling this beer in here. They just put this in because it's the only beer from Indonesia that's even worth mentioning. They're trying to shoehorn in a country. Right, let's go for the smell. It says fresh malty aroma that gives way to hoppy bitterness. It's quite a nice aroma. It's kind of like a slight citrus note to it. Not too bad. Doesn't smell too artificial. Doesn't smell like normal lagers. So it's in its favour. The head has disappeared now. It's really died down. Some light fizziness. It's not billowing in fizziness. It's just kind of moving along a bit. So let's go for the taste. Cheers. Not bad actually. It's very light. Not overly hoppy. Quite malty. Quite like that. Don't really get the malty lager too much. It's not unpleasant at all. I could easily drink this on a warm summer's day. It's really cold outside. The only benefit of being cold outside is I've managed to have this bottle sitting outside and a sort of natural chilling. I think it's about sort of 3 degrees outside at the moment, maybe even a bit less. Which is fine, great for actually, in some case, even though I'm drinking summery beers, for beer reviewing, this is brilliant because I don't have to use my fridge. I can just use the outside. So I'll put another bottle out there now for my next beer review. But for now, this is Bintang. It's fine. It's quite inoffensive. I think it's better than Budweiser. It's better than Red Stripe. It's better than a lot of lagers. I'd rather drink this than Marsden's Pedigree. So, or Green King IPA. I'd still rather have this. So therefore, it's past the Green King IPA test. This is far nicer. It doesn't taste artificial. It tastes natural. It's very soft. It says it will go really well with barbecue food, and I really get that. I'm now craving barbecue food. I can totally see how it's a really good palate cleanser, this one. more impressed than I thought about this one. I'd say it's not going to set any worlds on fire. It's not going to excite anyone too much, but it is, it's decent. I can see how it would work well in a country like Indonesia with lots of sort of, different cuisines. Satisfyingly dry finish in the palate. It does have a satisfying dry finish. It tastes. I'm not left with a bad aftertaste. I'm left with sort of just a bit of a malty taste in the back of the mouth. I'll happily drink the rest of this. No problems at all. Would I have it again? I would. This is sort of beer where if I was in a bar or a restaurant and they just had like green key IPA or Foster or something, I'd definitely have this. In fact, this would be good with curry. So if I found this in sort of a Indonesian restaurant, and they just sort of Indonesian curry, sort of, I'd have this. If that was on the menu, I'd definitely order one of these. That would go perfectly with food. So I guess that's why it's been brewed, really, is sort of an accompanying beer. And obviously food and beer matching is very important, the pairing. I got a book for Christmas on food and beer pairing, which I haven't read yet, but that is actually sort of an important feature of beer and why all these beers are in here. Not every beer here. There are a lot of beers in here you wouldn't want to drink with food because they'd overwhelm the taste of the food or the food overwhelm the taste of the beer. This is a food beer. This is specifically made to be done with food. There's lots of beers in here, not just lagers, other beers as well that go well with food. And you've got lighter beers, slightly hoppier beers that go well with sort of savoury food, and then there are sort of the darker beers that actually would go quite well with a dessert. And they say a lot of that. A lot go with chocolate dessert, some with cinnamon. But anyway, I'm going to leave this one there because this reviews last a lot longer than I thought it would. So that is Bintang from Indonesia, first brewed 1930, 4.8%. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you for another beer review soon.